Yes, I timed it perfectly. It's Friday night. So it's Yakuza night.
Sergio agrees with you.
Oh, that's what I was missing. I was like, I'm missing a program here. I'm staring at all the stuff on my notes. I have so many things I have to bring up for Yakuza night.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
This is every single stream for me. I have 9 different programs I have to bring
Oh,
up.
please. You wanted that. You wanted to man the stream. Man the boy.
I want professional, good-looking, and stable stream.
Well, let's take this Haruka and go to Millennium Tower. That's where that little question mark was a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Quinn says, Clayton's having none of that.
No.
No, he's not.
Look at you. Everybody's got scarves on. Boob lady's been here all game. Nothing to do.
Nah, she's bored.
Ah, thought I was going to get past him. Gonna be one of those nights, I guess.
It's gonna be one of it. Oh, I forgot to put my freaking face spray on before I came in. Damn it. It's a whole process now since it's not Christmas again. It's actually not Christmas.
Although, I have heard. I have heard 2 different ads use the most wonderful time of the year as their jingle.
Like in the past couple days?
Yeah. Like currently in rotation on whatever YouTube stuff I'm watching.
I don't know why. It's not even like it's Christmas in July stuff yet.
One of them.
Sergio just said the battle music might be a little loud, then y'all are a smidge.
Something changed? Why is it so loud?
There you go for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, what is this at? It's currently at. Put it at 80%, 75% because I can't do 80. Yeah, I don't know why. One of them is like some crawfish boil thing, and it's like this Cajun.
Oh, I get why they're doing that.
But it's still the same song. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Like, it's just a Cajun version.
But they're doing it because it's crawfish season, and so it's probably
still
HEB.
a Christmas song.
Oh, I know, but they're doing that to make fun of it. I'm not surprised about that, if I'm honest. Beat his ass. Crawfish boils are the most wonderful time of the year. Again, we've yet to participate in one, and I've still never had crawfish, so one of these days... Probably not. Probably not. Why not? Just leave it at that.
One of these days, bang, zoom, right to the bayou.
Let's just do it. We couldn't.
I can't get over it. I can't eat a crawfish.
I do it with shrimp. Because usually the head's missing by the time I get it. I just have to peel the back half of it.
Right.
But the head is on it for crawfish. I just can't.
Yeah. Excuse me. Have either of you seen a tall, skinny man with glasses around here? Nope. Just you, Poindexter. No, I haven't. What's going on? Why the big fuss? One of my subordinates left a message on my cell saying he was going to jump off the Millennium Tower and kill himself. But sir, Akimoto just came back from vacation with his fiancée. Shouldn't he be on Cloud 9? This is Akimoto we're talking about. You know how unpredictable he can be. I swear, that man's caused me more trouble than anyone I know. Hey, Uncle Kaz. Oh, you.
Hey, Uncle Kaz. Do you think this Akimoto-san is the same one we know?
I really hope it isn't, but you're probably right. Wait, is this the guy that is in love with the hostess.
Aha!
Oh my God, this man.
Remember at the beginning of the game, we ran into them in Okinawa, and they were
Yes.
on their
Right,
honeymoon?
right.
Yeah. Again!
Cannot believe this story is bookended by frickin' Akimoto.
This has been 2 games worth.
Rename this
beginning of this
great
one.
feature, Me, You, and Akimoto.
Oh.
Should we go check it out? I don't think we can. Only authorized personnel can enter the Millennium Tower.
I'm authorized personnel. Uncle Kaz, what should we do?
Let's
go check it out. Good idea, Uncle Kaz. So Quentin says, I'll drive over to Texas just to pick you up and take you to a boil. And Sergio says, nah, man, ain't for me. How about I'll eat everything that's in the crawfish boil except for the crawfish. Like, I think you put like a bunch of vegetables and potatoes in it. I'm sure they're like really good because they've absorbed all the seasoning. Oh my God. Oh my God, boiled peanuts. Wow, we're so high up. Let's find Akimoto-san and head down as soon as we can.
Good idea. I don't
I feel
see
like
him
we've
anywhere,
had a
though.
fight up here before. Anyone remember
yeah.
that fight?
Uh-huh. This is how we ended the last game.
Look! There's something over there.
It's a parachute.
It's shoes. Oh, God.
And a goodbye note.
Wait, are these Akimoto-san's shoes? And that letter must be a suicide note.
We were too late.
Akimoto-kun! Yes, bitch.
大好きなみずきちゃんへ。こんなことになってごめんね。僕バカだからいつもみずきちゃんを
困らせてしまって。でもみずきちゃんはそんな僕にいつも優しくしてくれて、悩んだり悔やんだりした時も励ましてくれたね。本当に嬉しかった。僕結局みずきちゃんに愛してもらえなかったけど、でもね、ずっと楽しかった。みずきちゃんと
That's
いられ
exactly
る
what I
だ
was
けで。
thinking, Sergio.
Oh,
He
no.
jumped and like
幸せだった
hit
んだ。
a painter's
今まで。
scaffolding or something.
I have an
本
even
当
better
にごめ
one.
んね。ありがとうみずきちゃん。それじゃあ、さようなら。
Jumped over and his belt loop got
秋元。
hooked on the ledge, and now he's got a mile-high wedgie.
I see Yakuza 4 coming. I see this is going to end with us thinking that he's dead. And
Right.
Yakuza 4 is going to come along, and we're going to run into him in the streets.
He's
And we're going to be like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, yeah, actually, I
chairman
just
now.
really wanted to dump Mizuki, but I didn't know how to do it because I fell in love with someone else.
That
right?
would be so good.
That's what I hope happens here. Akimoto-kun, are you really dead? Mizuki-san. I thought we'd be together forever, just as we always were. He's stealing your money. I'm sorry I caused you so much pain, Akimoto-kun. Don't worry. I'm coming to be with you. Then we can be together again.
Oh, Jesus. Freaking Romeo and Juliet. Hey, what are you doing?
Don't stop me. I did such horrible things to Akimoto-kun. The only way I can make up for that is by paying him back with my life.
Don't be stupid. You really think that'll make Akimoto happy?
I don't think he'll fucking care. But it's all my fault. Mizuki-san, even though you did those terrible things to Akimoto-san, he still loved you at all that time. It won't be easy, but you have to live on, Mizuki-san. Akimoto-kun.
Oh, that's someone else saying that.
I'll read it. I'm pretty sure. Actually, you should
It's
read it.
probably-
Those are
yeah,
boy
it's probably
shoes.
Akimoto-kun. I can't leave these shoes behind after I jump. So worn out, and they stink too. Wouldn't want to embarrass Mizuki-chan. A good thing I realized it before going through with it. All thanks to her.
Is that?
Mizuki-chan?
Well, my funny one didn't happen.
What's wrong, Mizuki-chan? Why are you crying? Wait, did this thug do something terrible to you?
So.
How dare you make Mizuki-chan cry? I'm gonna make you regret that.
Akimoto-kun, you're alive?
Well, for now, I was just about to jump, and I wanted to swap out the shoes I was leaving up here, so I went back to my place to get the right ones. I thought of the shoes you told me to buy when we went to Okinawa. Since I'm ending it all, I figured leaving behind a newer pair would look better.
This man is, you idiot, is very appropriate.
What?
I would say more along the lines of, you fucking idiot!
君の
Perhaps not the best. What is
What
that
that face?
水木ちゃん
Mizuki-chan.
水木ちゃん
Oh my god, the wrinkles.
What is this texture on her face?
I don't know.
こんなところで死んじゃったら自殺できなくなるところだったよ
Do we play her? Do we play as her next game?
Yeah. What was that for, Mizuki-chan?
Akimoto-kun, you idiot!
Hmm?
Why? Why are you always trying to kill yourself? I'm sorry, Akimoto-kun. I've been lying to you this whole time. I've deceived you and taken your money. You're gonna have to read it. I'm getting a call.
Oh. You kept on smiling.
Hello?
You weren't like all... Mute your mic. You weren't like all the other customers. You truly cared for me, Akimoto-kun. Despite all that,
お願いもう死ぬなんて二度と言わないで
僕生きてていいのかな
当たり前でしょあなたがいなくなったら私
水木ちゃん僕たちやり直すことはできないかなあの日出会った頃のようにもう一度やり直すことはできないのかな
私で
she'll be one of the summons for one of the later games.
僕でよければ
秋元くん
水木ちゃんごめんねこれからはずっと一緒だよ
行こうおじさん。
ああ、そうだな。
大好きだよ水木ちゃん
私も大好き
20,000 experience points. Alright, well, that's done. They'll be still on our call. So I think that means we should go to the thing, what makes it gonna happen.
置いてかないでよ。
Give it a quick save. Or two. I saw something sparkle over here. Bet it was just those lights though.
置いてかないでよ。
何？
Nope. No fights.
Nani?
No, I don't want to fight. Crap. Oh, wow. See that one. All right.
おじさん
お
Ah. All
お
right.
じさん
Now, perhaps we can get to the end of this game. What are you three doing here? This has to be something, right? Hey, just a minute, Pops. Where are you going with that little girl? What is it with parents these days? This ain't no place to bring a kid, you know? Hey there, little lady. You want to go someplace nice with me? I hate this conversation. You're lost. I don't have time to mess with filth like you. Who do you think you're talking to? Looks like I'm giving some parenting lessons.
逃げんなよおい
Again. Style never changes.
あり
You
がと
okay,
う
Haruka?
おじさん
Yep, thanks for protecting me, cuz. Don't overdo it, okay? Oh, alright, that's what that was. I was like, why is that? What's the purpose of this? What could we possibly be starting this late in the game that we would be able to wrap up? Excuse me, you-san. Yes, who's asking? The name's Rick Langley, sir. I'm with the CIA. I'm here with a message for you from Joji Kazama. A message, huh? That's right, sir. He said if you want to go back to Okinawa, you'll need to first take a taxi to Yokoro Airfield, then hop a jet down. Joji is on his way here as we speak. He will be seeing you soon enough, I imagine. Right. Tell him I said thanks.
Hi.
Of course. Goodbye, sir. That's... I'm guessing that's the explanation of how I get to the end of the game? There's still a red dot here, so I'm going to go here. Kiryu, you're back. For now, yeah. And I see you brought a little someone with you. Guess that means everything's settled, huh? We won't have to worry about Joji Kazama or having our land taken away from us anymore. And the Akuo clan? That's actually why I'm here. I have reason to believe Mine is on his way to the hospital where Daigo's staying, and I need to stop him before it's too late. Any way I can help? Yeah. Look after Haruka while I'm gone. Oh, that's it? You're not thinking of heading there? You're not thinking of heading in there all on your own, are you? I am. Now hold on a second. You can't just... Oh, what am I thinking? No matter how hard I fight, you're still going to do it. Alright, I'll keep Haruka safe while you're gone. Appreciate that, Design. But do me something before you go. Say goodbye to her, yeah? I can do that. Oh, okay. So this is the, like,
おじさん
make sure you are ready to go before you go. Right, okay. So I can still go around and clear things up. Such as this. Are you a general practitioner or do you work in a hospital? I work in a hospital. Go to a hospital, to be exact. Maybe you heard of it? You're kidding. That place is huge. I've seen it on TV. Isn't that where all the big stars and politicians go? Yeah. Actually, we've got a patient like that in the VIP room right now. Really? Who? Well, only the doctor in charge knows his identity, but I imagine he's famous in one way or another. I wonder who it could be. I thought there was going to be more to that, honestly. Alright. We'll have to fill in Shelby when she gets back. I guess I talked to... Is it time, Uncle Kaz? Oh, okay. Yeah. Nope. I've hit the wrong thing. Yep. It's time I put an end to
おじ
this.
さん
Just come home safe, okay? I will. I promise. Well, now you promise, so you definitely have to. Don't worry. Just wait here. I'll be back before you know it. Okay, so now...
おじさん
Oh, I can actually go... Wow, that's cool. You can toggle whether or not you want her to hang out with you. That's a neat little switch. This is it, huh? Yep. Hopefully Haruka doesn't give you too much trouble. Oh, come on. The girl's an angel. By the way, the hospital is probably going to be flooded with Mine's boys. Make sure you're ready for anything before you head over. Good point. This on. Get me drunk. Come on. So, yep. Wait, why are there...
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't hear you guys, but I think that fucking question mark that I've been trying to get is finally available. At the end of that street.
There's two of them. Oh, she just doesn't have her headphones on yet.
Oh.
You? Emotional man. Ooh, okay. Hey, lady, can you tell me where Dakimoto's clinic is? Not even a response? This ain't the city I remember. Or the people, for that matter. You guys looking for a Moto Medical Clinic, huh?
Alright, I'm back. That's the fucking sub-story I've been trying to get to trigger for like 4 fucking chapters.
Huh. I know where the clinic's at, but what is it you need from it? Got your phone call?
Yeah, everything's okay.
Okay. Well, the doc took good care of me in the past. Haven't been to this city in 15 years, and I'd like to drop by and say hello. Think you could take me there? The city's changed so much. I don't know which way is up.
Or down.
Shall I take him or tell him?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you need to take him. If I remember correctly, you need to take him.
Okay. You got it. Just follow me. Oh, there he is.
So you're gonna go. Oh, okay. You can look it up.
Oh, not yet. I actually thought it was going to be a thing on the map. What clinic? Okay. See if you can keep up.
I'm so excited this is finally fucking available, man. Ice cream.
There it is. Here it is. Moto Medical Clinic. Really? This place is a whorehouse now? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the clinic's on the 3rd floor. Come with me.
Ben says, I want one time for more people to be there when you look away.
Yeah.
No, please no.
Hey, Doc, what's it been? 15 years? Well, if it isn't Tatsumi. So you're out of jail now, huh? That's right, thanks to you. You were right, Doc. It was easy to get out when I learned to keep my head down. Good. Glad to hear that. What exactly did he get out of? Tatsumi here was in the Yakuza. He was thrown in the slammer some 15 years ago for something trivial.
Yeah, we know about
Got an
that.
idea, Kiryu. Why don't you show Tatsumi around the city? I bet he hardly recognizes it.
Show him around.
All right. We're not ending this game as soon as I thought we were. The deal, I'll show you around.
No.
I appreciate that. I don't even know any good places to eat around here anymore. So long, Doc. Let's go out for a few drinks next time, huh? On me. I'll take you up on that. Take care now.
How dare you think I'm going to let you get away without finishing up some sub-stories? Especially one that we've been working on, like, for multiple chapters over.
Where do I go?
Take him around town. Take him to the Millennium Tower, the most important building and biggest building in all of Kamurocho.
Apparently. Go bowling.
Yeah.
Millennium Tower. Oh, am I going the wrong way?
Yeah.
To the moon?
Just look up. Goes on and on, my friends. Look, the Millennium Tower.
It
It's
blows
kind
up
of
every few years.
It's kind of in construction because a helicopter took a mini machine gun to the top floor.
Yeah. They say some bad stuff went down here. Just now I heard some people talking about a chopper shooting this place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There have also been 2 bombing incidents. Bombing incidents? What's the city coming to? You got a lot of nerve coming back to this city, old man.
Me?
You ain't getting a free pass. Get him. This time he's leaving in a friggin' hearse.
Wait, another funeral to go to. All of you talk at once, okay?
Everyone, yes. Okay, good punch. What's that one? God dang, dude. You know you're back in town now. You're gonna pay for this. Sorry about that. Didn't want to get you involved in all this. It's fine. So where'd you want to go next? How about Shangri-La, for old time's sake? If we keep going straight along Taihei Boulevard, there should be a high-class brothel over there.
Been quite a few years in jail. Yeah, I can see him want to go to a brothel.
Yeah. Taihei. Taihei, where are we? This is Taihei. I assume it's going to correct me if I go the wrong way.
Probably. Just like at the Millennium Tower.
Alright, no brothel here, dude.
So I can tell you where it is.
Okay.
Taihei and Senro.
Oh, Senryo?
Mm-hmm. And Taihei.
Taihei.
Hey. You'll recognize the building as soon as you see it, too.
Where's Sergio? Hey, Boulevard. Oh, that's you. Sergio. Okay. Oh, it's not on Taihei. It's on East Taihei. Now I can't remember which way I'm facing.
Don't you wish there was a northeast south in this
God
motherfucking map?
dang.
Come on, Yakuza 4. Bring us fucking northeast south. Please.
Miss Rose.
Also, please, can you tell us when there's enemies and fights ahead?
Right. Alright, so it's Pink Street.
Apparently not this way.
This side? Obviously not.
Go straight.
Is it this thing? Okay.
Yeah.
This is Shangri-La. Where's the brothel? They shut it down about 4 years ago. There was a lot going on in there.
We shut it down.
Yeah. I heard in the joint that some a-hole crashed a dump truck into the place. Looks like it's true.
It was my favorite boy.
What's the point of having a nice building if you can't have any fun in it?
I mean, Majima had plenty of fun.
I heard Shangri-La had the best brothel in Kamurocho, too. What a disappointment. Sorry. I thought you might show up here. You horny SOB. Are we just going to fight these guys at every stop?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out of the business now. Excuse me, sir.
Sir,
You are. Take a look up from your phone.
sir, you should really stop texting.
Incredibly rude.
Sir. Sir.
I went to the
Sir.
joint and washed my hands of everything. These guys been after you? Or these guys been after you? Yeah, some stuff happened before I went to prison. Tell me about it afterwards. Let's make it a TikTok. On his flip-flop. Making a flip-flop.
It's probably fine at this point.
Jesus.
So while you're beating up dudes, I found out something different, something tonight that I did not know about.
Oh, yeah?
Apparently, one of my family members, younger than me, she opened herself her own little business up back in her hometown as a masseuse.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm proud of her. I hope it goes well. So I was telling my family, I was like, well, next time I come visit, I'll get a massage from her because I don't like people touching me, but she's
That's-
family.
Yeah? Not a bad idea.
That's perfect.
I'm sorry I disgraced our boss, but I did my time. My duties as a Yakuza are over, once and for all. Look at my pinky.
I was
that
gonna
easy, huh?
say, I was gonna say that whenever they all came up and mad at the Millennium Tower. I was like,
Uh-huh.
just take his pinky and be done with it.
Right. That's not enough for what you did. If you're not going to
Something
leave this city
fucking
alive,
stupid.
we'll make sure you leave it dead. I was a Yakuza 15 years ago. There was a big war going on just outside the city. I was a big name in the business back then. Had to lead a lot of boys into battle. And then one day, my son was abducted. That day, I abandoned my duty to save my son. Our family ultimately won the war, but we lost a lot of boys out there. All because I wasn't there to lead them. I took responsibility for the war and turned myself in. The boss cut me off from the family while I was in prison. Only natural, I guess. I disgraced the boss and got my brothers killed. There's one more place I'd like to go. Could you take me to West Park? The homeless gather there. Pretty sure it's to the north. That, I know where it is.
Is he gonna like go live there now? Is that
But
where this is gonna go? Also, where's your family?
But I
Not
don't
your
know which
Yakuza
way
family,
I'm
but your
facing.
blood family.
I think this is north. Is West Park? What happened to it? Where's all the homeless in the big old tent community? A building called Kamurocho Hills should have gone up here by now, but it's still a vacant lot. This is
Remember
where I
that
met-
guy that drove the dump truck into
Yeah.
the building? He's really fucking up your visit back to Kamurocho.
He's kind of responsible for ruining your memories of this city.
Yeah.
This is where I met my boss for the first time. The place I used to know is gone now. But we're still here.
Hey, you fuckers. And an additional one.
Boss. It's been a while, Tatsumi. What are you doing here, boss? I heard from the young bucks you were back in town. I had a feeling you'd stop by West Park sooner or later. You've been using the family to get revenge on me? Is that what this is all about? Not even close. You and I live different worlds now, Tatsumi. After you went to prison, I cut you off from the family. Officially and personally. You got no place in Kamurocho now. Even if I forgave you for the past, you still got plenty of boys who want you dead in the ground. No compromises. And I ain't got enough power to calm them all down myself. So get out. Don't ever show your face in the city again.
Aw,
Yeah.
sad.
Guess that's the only solution. Hey, boss. Can I ask you one more thing? What? My son. What happened with my son? Don't worry about that. He's living safe and sound with his mother. Way out in Tochigi. You tell him? You told him you're dead.
Oh,
He thinks I'm
God.
dead? Yeah, I guess that's for the best.
This is a terrible side story. I fucking hate it.
I'm out of here, boss. Take care of yourself. Tatsumi, thank you.
We waited forever to get this one to fucking trigger, and it was terrible.
Thanks for looking after Tatsumi for me. Here's a little token of my appreciation. Ought to come in handy for a guy like you.
Have it up your ass,
A
dude.
blood roach. He's really a good man, not cut out for this business. A guy like him belongs in the straight and narrow. Natsumi's boss seems to respect what kind of guy he is. So there was another question mark down there at the bottom.
Now that you've done that, a couple
And
more should
another one.
trigger.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah, that one was the one that was holding up like so many things. But before you start a new one, let's go visit a ramen place.
Ramen place, she says.
Kayushi #1 star.
Kyushu.
Kyushu.
I think, is that on the main strip down south? Okay.
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Can't remember what it is. Stop. You should know 1 star. Okay. It's the blue or straight ahead. It's too far into Korean to learn Japanese.
Nah.
Here? Yeah, it's here. You should have 1 star. Well, how was it? The bone marrow extract just about kicks you in the teeth. Then the pig skin comes in to soften and sweeten the blow. It's a fighting fit tonkotsu for sure. Not to mention, the broth's so darn good you could drink it to the very last drop and still want a whole nother cup. So what do you think? Worthy of the Kyushu #1 star name? Well, I'll be darned. That was actually pretty good. First thing I noticed was the bone marrow. It was down smooth like a gravy on a water slide. Jesus.
That sure is a
Holy
thing, sir.
crap. I gotta say, wrapping it in pigskin collagen was the right choice. And those thin noodles, absolutely brilliant. Tastes right at home with the broth. I noticed you put a few other goodies in there to balance out the flavor. And as you said, I could drink it to the very last drop. Now this is the rich tonkotsu that puts us on the map. It's amazing you could condense all these complex flavors into a cup of instant noodles. Nice work figuring all that out. Well, it quickly became obvious that I couldn't just use your recipe. There was always something missing, it seemed. I had to think outside the broth.
Ah.
So I focused on methods unique to my industry in order to really pick apart the magic of how it's made. See, in order to bring out that rich tonkotsu flavor, I had to crush the pork bone. And I mean really pulverize it. Otherwise the collagen wouldn't leak out into the soup. Well, whatever you did, you got the flavor down pat. This is the kind of noodle I'd be proud to put my logo on. Clayton playing tonight is like a guy coming into work during the busiest time of year and thinking he isn't going to get asked to work a bit of overtime.
Yeah.
And does that mean my creation passes the test?
Serious arm pose. Serious arm pose.
I'd say it passes with flying colors. You may use the Kyushu #1 star branding with my full support.
Oh, buddy!
Yes! Now I can eat Kyushu #1 star ramen whenever and wherever I want. Wait a minute, young man. You mean to tell me this was all just so you could eat my ramen anytime? Well, that was a big part of it. So, your tonkotsu finally made the grade. Good thing you kept at it. Well, if it wasn't for you, it never would have happened. I really ought to thank you. I mean, who else would have thought to use sweet, succulent pig skin from Okinawa? And the way you crushed those thugs, it was pure artistry at work. Now I'd like to find some way to thank you, mister. I never caught your name. It's Kazuma Kiryu.
Kiryu-san.
Kiryu-san, I really do appreciate going out of your way to help me. Here, take this ramen sample as a token of my gratitude. It's a test sample, but it's been approved by the master, so it's as good as anything you'll find in the restaurant. Well then, Kiryu-san, it's high time I mosey on back to the company and boot up the assembly line for these babies. I'll send you the finished product once it's ready to go. You really pulled it off, huh? I'll tell you, that kid's got a lot of heart. Looks like you found yourself a worthy protege. Indeed. Wish my son had half the spark that kid does. Never thought my logo would end up on a cup of instant noodles, but you know what? I can hardly wait to see it. Now I'll have to work extra hard to keep my customers coming to the restaurant instead of just buying it at the store. At any rate, what will you be having today? I'll be having 10,000 experience points. Bye.
Yeah. All this makes me want to do is look for some ramen places near us.
Shall I go to the question mark or
Go to the question mark. Let's see what it is.
south or west?
Oh, well, you're closer to south, so I just go south.
Luke lady. I son of a. All right.
Oh. Not quick enough. You got to quicker than that? Nice.
Oh God, juggle. Platinum nail.
Bloodied him up, for sure. Hello. Oh,
Give it a quick save. And then, yeah, there was another guy down there.
oh, that's right. 2 saves.
Yeah,
You save under 1.
doing the one. What is... Yeah,
This
it's
is
like-
it.
Marsh. Oh, it's Date.
Yeah.
Date-san, what are you doing here? Oh, Kiryu. I'm just here on an errand. Errand? What happened to watching Haruka? Oh, I told her I was going shopping. She's over at Sedona right now. But I should really be heading back. Well, are you going inside or not? Just staring at the window won't help. No, I was just window shopping, that's all. You sure about that? Looks to me like you came here to buy someone a gift.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I don't really know what to get. Who's it for? You swear not to laugh.
It's gonna be. Yeah, do it.
It's for Mama. You know, the owner of Sedona.
Yeah, we know.
You do have a thing for her. I was right after all. What do you mean you were right? How about you get right out of my business? I could, but I find that your business with Mama is way more interesting.
You can buy either one. You can choose either one.
Really gonna buy her a present, huh? Well, I get it. Why would a beautiful young woman go out with a lonely old fart like me, right? I was just pulling your leg. You know I stand behind you. Yeah, stand behind me while I crash and burn. Well, at least I got that off my chest. Let's just get this over with.
Oh, come on, Date.
Gotta ask you, Date-san. How did you find out Mama's ring size?
Ah.
Another trick of the trade. I told Mama I was getting a ring for my daughter, and just slipped the question in there. She never suspected a thing.
She totally knows.
Saya-chan must be a young adult now, but Date-san, I never knew you were such a sly devil. Well, you have to be if you want to live to be my age. I'm sure you gained a lot of wisdom from your previous marriage too. By the way, was it you who helped Mama get settled into Sedona? Yeah. After what happened at Rena, no one would rent the property. People thought some kind of curse hung over the place. And Mama didn't mind that? Not one bit. The price had gotten so cheap, she was practically begging me for the details. I gotta say, I've never seen a lady with that much spunk. Gross. She'd probably do well, no matter where she set up shop. Is that what you like about it? Maybe so. Did Mama really accept a ring from Date-san? Guess I'll find out once we're back outside. I don't know.
You're going back to Sedona.
Boy,
with
look
Date.
at your walk animation, dude.
I think it's because
run.
he was just stuck in there in that little
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, his walk animation is weird. Once he shifts to his run animation, it's fine.
Purdue says, I also love that you have, for all intents and purposes, Clay, adopted the most basic of Yakuza speedrun strats, aka avoiding non-scripted street fights.
I do. That's just such a waste of time.
I think you wouldn't mind it if you weren't so angry about the fighting system in this game.
Yeah, but it also doesn't do anything. Like I don't get enough EXP to make a difference. They don't drop anything right like this. He's either gonna give me like 10,000 yen,
Or a rusty nail.
a drink that I don't need, or some sort of like component to something that I'm not gonna use. Shoot him, Date. Yeah, 10,000 yen. That is next to nothing. Serena! New Serena.
Oh, is that right? So you've been abroad this whole time?
Yeah, somewhere real far. I only came back to Kamurocho because, well, let's just say I wanted to pay a special visit to a special someone.
Well, hello, boys. Nice of you to show up. If you're looking for Haruka-chan, she's in the back.
The new customer? Haven't seen him around here before.
ええ
Oh, someone's jealous. jealous. Yes, he says he's been overseas. Apparently, there's someone in Kamurocho he came to visit. Is everything
Yeah.
all right? I'm trying to think if we've seen a cutscene or something with him, but maybe not.
I was wondering if I could speak with you for a moment.
Why so formal all of a sudden?
I'll take the check, Mama.
Sure, hun. Thanks for stopping by.
お先に。
ああ。
Something's going on there.
ママ。これ受け取ってほしいんだ。ママ？
もう伊達さんって冗談ばっかり。これさやちゃんに渡す指輪でしょ。
いや違うんだ。これはママに。
本気なの？
ああ、もちろん。ママ、俺はずっと。
出てって。
え？
Oh boy.
帰ってくれる？今日はもうお店を閉めるから。
Sister, I can't read. Can't read. Move, baby.
伊達さん、ここまでお世話になっていて申し訳ないけど、
But secretly, I'm married.
二度とお店に来ないで。
え？
Oh shit. Straight up kicked his ass out.
Never want to see you in here again? What did I do to deserve that? Don't worry, Date-san. It's probably nothing you did. You should probably call it a night. I'll see if I can talk to her for you. Thanks, Kiryu. I owe you one. Should I go back in?
Yes.
Wasn't that a bit too harsh?
Kiryu-san.
Date-san was serious, you know. His heart was in that ring.
Did I ever tell you I was married once?
No.
Well, it was a long time ago.
So that means you're divorced?
いえ、
No, that's not what happened at all. My husband, he died. He was a police officer, you know? Date-san was too, right? A detective?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I should fill you in. One day, let's just say, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a robber took me hostage. That face.
How did you make it out?
It was my husband. He sacrificed his life for me. Look, I know Date-san left the force to be a journalist, but there's just something about him that makes me think of my husband. It's too much for me to handle.
And then my husband vanished. And then I met Date, who actually looks a lot like my husband.
Oh, God.
Maybe they might be similar in some way, but Date-san's his own man.
Even so, I just can't erase that horrible memory. Every time I think about Date-san as a detective, images of what happened that day flash through my mind, and I just can't block them out.
ごめんなさい。
That's why I can't see him. Please, tell him I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
Go to the public park, please. The closest one to you.
Probably somewhere in the area. I'll take a look around. Check it out.
Spoiler, I already told you.
Can't remember where the freaking public park is. In here, I think? No, I don't want your freaking pocket tissues. There they are. Oh, Kiryu. How'd it go with Mama? Well, it's kind of a tough situation. Her last husband was a cop. She says he died in the line of duty trying to save her when she got held hostage. She also said that being with someone who came out of the force reminds her of that awful day. So she still got him on her mind, huh? Wait, you knew she was married? Yeah, her husband, Keisuke, was a cop under my jurisdiction. We crossed paths during a particularly dangerous case. We were going after a serial armed robber by the name of Tsukushima. I was a real scumbag. After we tracked him down, Keisuke managed to corner Tsukushima. But then Mama walked by and that thug took her hostage, held his gun right to her temple. Got the okay to shoot Tsukushima, but Keisuke was too afraid he'd hit his wife, so he hesitated. And it cost him his life. Yep. Tsukushima took that opportunity to shoot first, and that was it. Keisuke went down, it was over in the blink of an eye. Keisuke did everything he could to protect Mama without pulling the trigger. Maybe that's all he could do, given the circumstances. If Keisuke had shot, there's no guarantee he wouldn't hit his wife. And even if he could hit Tsukushima, he'd have to end it in one bullet, otherwise Mama would pay the price. That's a decision no one should have to make. I never could see Keisuke taking another man's life. He always saw the best in even the worst of people. His kindness ended up doing him in. What happened to Tsukushima? The moment he shot Keisuke, the squad moved in to take him down. Long story short, Tsukushima got sent to the pen, and Mama, she survived, but she lost her other half. I've always felt responsible since the killer was under my jurisdiction, so I've been looking after Mama ever since. I think I understand. Closing the door on you was her way of closing the door on those painful memories of losing someone she loved. Maybe that can be fixed, Date-san. Or maybe that can be fixed. Date-san, does she know you were in charge of the case?
Ah,
No, and I'd like to keep it that way. She thinks Keisuke just happened to be at the scene. Anyway, only thing I could do for Mama was set her up at Sedena and show my face there every day. That was something like 9 years ago. At first, I looked after her out of a sense of duty to a fallen comrade, but sooner or later, I fell for her. Sounds like you two have quite the history already.
Hmm?
Wait a sec. What's wrong? That guy. I knew I've seen him before.
Knocker!
Kiryu, that's Tsukushima!
What?
The man who was talking to Mama at the counter. He's the one who shot Keisuke. Are you sure about this? 100%. He might look a little different than he used to, but I'll never forget those eyes. He looks like Keith Urban.
Yeah, he does.
Why would he be at Sedena then? You don't think...
No. You know.
Was he really the same person who murdered Mama's husband? If so, I just can't leave them alone at Sedena.
Next week, tune in and find out.
But this building's in the way. Mama's not here. Where is she? That be you?
Uncle Kaz, a man just came in here and took Mama away.
What? Are you sure?
Yeah, and Date-san went after him. No, Haruka just can't get another fucking break, no matter where the
Stay
fuck
right
you take
here
her.
until I come back, okay?
Okay, don't hurt yourself, Uncle Kaz. Maybe I don't know why you even bother trying.
Huh. Back to the old tricks, Tsukushima. Get your filthy hands off Mama.
Help!
So you finally remembered, huh? You have any idea how hard it was to track you down? Let her go. I really was surprised, you know. I go looking for the bar where you hang out, and who do I find? The same woman I took hostage all those years ago. So I figured I'd have some fun with the girl that got away while we settled our score. I'll draw his attention. You finish the job. Stay right where you are. I've got a couple friends I'd like you to meet.
Bruh.
Boys, take care of these two. Just make sure you leave Date alive. I want to savor his final moments in agony.
Poor lady, she just
What do you
cannot
plan on
help but
doing
get
with
held
Mama?
hostage.
That's right. What to do with the old lady. Oh, I have a thought. Why don't I be a gentleman and take her somewhere special? I guarantee that'll bring back memories.
何
So long, Date. We'll be waiting, that is. We'll be waiting, that is, if you make it out in one piece. You go after Tsukushima. I'll clean up here. Good looking out, Kiryu.
But the guys just let him go. It's not even.
Yeah. All right, then. I'm not playing around. So if you don't want to get hurt, this is your last chance to back down.
They have a lot to say.
Yeah, apparently.
All at the same time. Yeah. God damn. Oh, you gave him a kiss at the end. Make up for all this stepping on his face. That was nice of you.
The chain? Or like,
The wallet chain?
yeah.
So many wallets. Got so many wallets. Alright, here you go, reference. I was watching episodes last night.
Those punks went down easier than the swatting flies. Gotta go help Date-san. Where? Oh, hi.
It didn't take long.
Are you hurt? You didn't get very far. He slipped away from me. And he still got Mama with him. Mentioned going somewhere that would bring back memories. Yeah, probably where he shot Keisuke. Where did it happen? I'll go get Mama back. Don't be stupid, Kiryu. This is my problem, so I need to be the one to solve it. You shouldn't get involved. You are on the ground 30 feet away from where you started. You are not in any shape to handle this.
Dude, for real. You're a journalist now.
I need to take care of this one alone. If I don't, I'll never have peace of mind. Not about Keisuke, and not about the woman I love. Get a phone call. Kiryu, help me!
Yeah, so now you just have to wait around until he calls you.
Okay. Is
So
there a
you
number
can
of footsteps that will prompt it?
I think it says a couple minutes. Maybe go towards the other green arrow that popped up.
Yep. That is... I don't know. Whoop. Nope.
Whoop. So close. Not so far.
Alright, Nimuro-san. Take that sword away from you.
Nice one.
Whoa! Come on, get up.
Come on, let me beat you up. Stop cowering in fear.
Baroque Pearl. No.
Question marks right overhead.
Again, I can't remember which way I'm facing.
Look at all them people.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that and then you do the trick.
Oh, it's still further north.
I don't know what this one's gonna be.
Oh, no. Ah!
Oh, that person in front of the door, man. Fucked your day. Coming out 3 at a time.
You're here too? I've yet to land that flying kick.
God damn.
Not expecting that.
Or
Oh, I'm hurting. We're just gonna wince here in front of each other. Dramatically maximum level. Yeah, we'll do one of those. That's not the entrance.
robber.
I like that he greets him. You know
He
what I'm saying?
totally fucking did.
Give me all the money in a register. Be quick about it. Your life's worth more than your job, huh? Okay. I'll give you the money right away. Don't hurt me. Stop screwing around. Clean out the register. What the crap? What do you think you're doing? Who are you? You want to die today? I should be asking you that. I just killed 3 men in the street. They're still laying there.
Oh, he's wearing a red and black mask. Your favorite.
Yeah. Conflicted on this. Give it up. If you take this any further, you'll go to prison. I don't have a choice, man. Don't be a hero. I don't want to have to kill you. Okay. See all these bikes?
You're gonna ride one, just not in the traditional way. That was easy.
It's over. Turn yourself in. Turn yourself in now, and you'll get a light sentence. No way. I can't get caught. I have to do this for her. I have to. I swear to God, if this is Akimoto.
Nah.
What happened to that criminal? It's all right. He got away. Is your cashier okay? Just fine. We still got all our money, and no one was injured. Wait, we have to chase down that criminal. And I've got to call the police. I hate to be so bold, but could you have to go after that robber? We'd really appreciate it. The robber had something else going on. What was he talking about?
Go after him.
I'm going to go after him. All right, leave him to me. Thank you, sir. I'll pay you for your service. So please, go after him. After the robber, you call the cops. Okay, we've agreed that we're each going to do the thing that we've said numerous times.
So please, for the love of God, stop.
Oh, quick, now I have to answer this call.
But email time.
Kiryu-san, gotta come quick. What happened? I saw Date-san follow a guy in the Serena Mama into some shady building. Then a big group of thugs went in right after. Got a bad feeling about this. Which building? Where? The one on Nakamichi Alley.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Millennium Tower. I was like, Jesus Christ. This
Date-san told
building
me to
is
stay out of
fucking
this.
so screwed up.
Date-san told me to stay out of this, but it's too dangerous to do this all by himself. What? What's going on? There's no time to explain. If you want to find out, you'll have to come along.
Let's finish the robbery.
I need to hurry to the building on Nakamichi Alley. But first,
Robber.
what's your deal?
Nani?
He had a black jacket on, I know.
Hmm?
Towards Children's Park. Got it.
Thank you, sir. Oh, cutscene. Oh, no.
Got nowhere else to run. How'd you find me? I'm not going to the cops. Alright, we'll do this again.
I could just beat you again with another bike, but okay. This dude does not learn his lesson.
I'm not gonna let you mess this up.
Yoshio, please stop doing all this.
Give me. What are you doing here?
A
What is
police
up with your posture?
officer was asking me all these questions about a convenience store robbery and some investigation. I didn't want to believe it.
What is up with that slouch you got going on there? Well, I did it, but this is the only way I can make you happy.
Because my ex left me in debt? That's not anything for you to worry about, Yoshiro. Yoshio? Oh no.
But Akemi, you're pregnant. What are we gonna do about the baby? What kind of father would I be if I let our child start out life in debt?
If we keep working hard, we can make it through somehow. What am I gonna do if you're arrested? What do I tell him when he asks about you?
I don't know. That's what this is all about.
Urge him to turn himself in.
Turn yourself in. It's your first offense, right? No money was stolen, so it's a petty crime and you won't be getting locked up for. Think about your kid. It's a lot harder to have a dad in jail than parents in debt, right?
That's right. And what if you're not there when our child is born, Yoshiro? Yoshio? I just couldn't deal with that.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
You know, I actually feel grateful to you, guy. You helped us sort out this mess. So I'm going to turn myself into the cops now. You were right. I want to clean myself up before I hold my kid.
ありがとうございました
Well, it's time for us to pay a visit to the police now. Thanks for all your help. Just like it's a normal Sunday. We're going
Yep.
to visit the Popo.
Robert knew he was making a mistake all along. And robbing a convenience store wouldn't get him nearly enough to pay off that heavy debt anyway. You know, I got a little one of my own. I can sort of empathize with how panicked that guy must have been. I'll go give my testimony to the police now, and I'll do what I can to get him a lighter sentence.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Oh yeah, and here's that payment I promised you. It's not much, but I'd like you to take it.
30,000 yen. 3,000 XP.
Yep.
All right, you gonna go save Tate-san?
Well, there's a question mark at Serena.
It's another sub story.
Okay, which should I do first?
I would go save Tate-san.
I know that's a fight. I know that's a fight.
Just gonna casually whistle as you walk by. Do, 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 do. I'm not doing nothing.
Knew it. I knew it as soon as he
Oh.
walked out. I was like, he's not walking. And all the fights are standing still. Quick second hand. Fight number 2 coming up. I think this is the place I was looking for. With this, like, barrier-looking thing to it. I
don't
can't remember
why
why I
we
was
were
looking for this.
something.
I think
Did we see a sparkle somewhere
there
up
was
top?
a sparkle somewhere.
We were in a cutscene and we saw a sparkle.
Oh my god. I can't remember it. Let's see if it locks on to anything. No, not showing me anything. Dang it. No fight, no fight, no fight, no fight.
We're gonna get to that green circle somehow.
I know. There's no way around it. Oh. Oh, we're on the top of this building. I think I remember us being up here.
I think we've also had a fight up here.
Yeah. You should have seen this coming, but you just had to play the hero, didn't you? Enough. You're here to settle score with me, right? So leave her out of this. What, you got a thing for her, Date? I knew it from the moment you walked into that bar. So you resort to taking hostages and running like a coward. People like you make me sick. Sorry, I couldn't leave you hanging. Still can't do anything by yourself, can you? Come on, Date, let's dance. The rest of you, take out that fool over there.
You guys are gonna go 1-on-1 and we're gonna go 1v6.
Yeah, 1 on 9.
And I'm still gonna beat you before you're done fighting.
I think I have some weapons.
I think you do.
I think I do.
Yeah, I should place them. Which, before I let you do any main storyline stuff, we'll find and go ahead and get all of our weapons revitalized, because I'm sure there's going to be a big-ass fight in our future, because this is the last chapter.
Got her up.
You know how your way around a bat now, too.
All right.
Three different angles on that one.
Uh-huh.
Now I know why Clayton wants to go play golf so much. He thinks this is what playing golf is in real life.
Yeah.
No, he really thinks what it is like playing on the Switch or the Wii back in the day.
Anything else left?
Should be someone. Oh, white jacket. Yeah, they didn't name them. They just have a Man B, Man D. So he says, for Mario Day 2023, Nintendo is pleased to announce an additional character coming to Mario Golf later this year.
Oh,
Kazuma
God.
Kiryu!
That would be so
That'd be really
freaking good.
That would be funny. That'd be good.
動くな本気だぜ皮肉だな 全く同じ状況だ。しかも今回は相手があの警官の上司と来てる。あん時は俺もミスったが今回は間違わねえ。順番つけてきっちりぶっ殺す。まあ
Definitely knows now.
一番目は 月島。俺はあの警官とは違う。何？聞いてくれ、ママ。死んだ男のことを悪く言うのは嫌だが、圭介は間違ってる。本当に大事なものがあるのなら、全てのことから逃げずに戦って、戦い抜いて守るべきだ。でないと、戦った本人も、残された者も、みんなが後悔をする。
伊達さん。
俺はあんたを大切に思ってる。大切なものは自分の手で必ず守ってみせる。
Perhaps you
そ
should
れが俺の
cock
誇
the
りだ。
hammer, please.
そして
Steady
これ
your
が俺の
shot.
答えだ。黙れ、伊達。
Okay, shoulder hit. Shoulder hit. Good. That is definitely good. It's arm hit. It's not even shoulder. It's arm. We're good. Okay.
ママ、
I was real worried for a minute there that he was gonna die, and I was like, I can't. I can't have them take away Date-san.
And then she draws and fires. Direct hit. Mama, I'm sorry.
Date-san.
I know I'm not Keisuke, and I know I'm not right for you either. I'll stop going to the bar. You can see that I'm only causing you more pain. And besides, I'm proud to have been on the force. Might have been the only thing Keisuke and me have in common.
Date-san, you don't have to try and be like Keisuke to get closer to me, or go out of your way to be different than him. All I need is some time to process everything, and I promise I'll really think about it. About you and me. Oh, Date-san gonna get him a girlfriend.
Well, say that went pretty well. At least she doesn't despise you. You stay out of this. Besides, what gives you the gumption to eavesdrop on a man's private conversation?
I don't know, the one that saved your ass?
Yeah, I've got it, Date-san. I've got it, Date-san. 9 years of love and revenge. Former detective saves the life of the local beauty. Is that not front page material or what?
何？
It's pretty good.
Say it's garbage material, turning my life into some half-baked attempt at an article. Give me a break. Besides, who invited you here anyway? And why are you flapping your gums like you even know half of it? Well, it was obvious something was up with you, so I simply followed along. We journalists are always on the lookout for the latest and greatest. You should know that by now.
おい、
Kiryu, you didn't spill the beans, this schmuck, did you? Who knows? Date-san, aren't you a journalist yourself? It's fine that you're proud to have been a detective, but show some spirit for your current job, too. You'll be a much happier person. Great, now I'm getting lectured by this character. You know what? I'm done. It's time to go drinking. You guys coming or what?
20,000 XP.
Screw you guys. I hate you. You want to come get a drink.
Yes, that's yep. Mhm. Appropriate. You can upgrade abilities.
Sure. I reckon can. Upgrade an ability. Sure, why not? Now back to Serena. Oh, there's another question mark. Oh,
I think that's the one at
I was
Savannah that
looking
you're
at the
going to.
I think is the taxis to finish the game. Oh, that's close. Oh, hi.
Yeah,
Just can't afford to pay those costly renovations. Say there, you ever heard of a construction company called Ashimoto Renovations around these parts?
Nope.
Hashimoto Renovations? Never heard of it. Their address should be right around here, but I just can't figure it out.
Sounds like a scam, old man.
Yep, you've been had. What am I supposed to do?
Now going to Serena.
Hi.
Everything cool. Nothing just went down for you. Oh, perfect timing, Kiryu-san.
Why is she labeled owner of Serena, not mama?
Don't know. I need to go pick up some supplies. Think you could look after the place while I'm gone?
I guess I could.
Watch the bar.
I
Sure,
don't know
I'll...
about bartending, though.
I mean, pouring drinks. How hard could it be? No problem. There's nobody in here right now anyways, and with a big guy like you behind the counter, I don't have to worry about security.
But just show a little bit more of your neckline. You'll get better tips.
Yeah. Unbutton a few more buttons, bro.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll be back soon. That's a stance.
So awkward behind a bar.
Man just had a drink, not sure how to do much else at a bar.
You the owner here? We're from Hashimoto Renovations. We're based in the city, but we mainly renovate old buildings all over Kamurocho. Where have I heard that name before? This building is pretty darn old. I'll bet it was built before the earthquake-proof construction was implemented. But what I'm really worried about is the termites, because those little buggers will eat away at the foundation. Mind if we take a look? It won't take long. Termites? I'm pretty sure this building is made of concrete. Should I refuse or kick them out?
Agree to it. Then a couple of guys. Refuse them.
I will refuse. No, this place is made of concrete. Not exactly a delicacy for termites. Oh, yeah? Sorry about that, buddy. I guess we got our buildings mixed up. But what about your plumbing? You got any leaks? Bad pipes? I think we better check out the plumbing to be on the safe side. Plumbing was just fixed.
It's gonna be a no.
No thanks. We just had the plumbing fixed, so I'm sure it's fine. Oh, yeah? Well, if you say so. But before we go, what's your smoke alarm situation? They're required by law, you know. They were just talking about that on the TV. You gotta pay a hefty fine if you don't got no smoke alarms. And a lot of people have paid dearly when fires break out without warning. I'm pretty sure this place had them put in a long time ago.
Still a no.
No need. I'm pretty sure this place had smoke alarms put in a while back. Oh yeah? Well, I hope you're right. That's enough. This place is fine. So get out. What's your problem? We were nice enough to come down here and help, and now you try to chase us out? Maybe we ought to teach you some manners, Pops.
Buy a drink or get the fuck out.
I'm dying to learn some. Let's take it outside. What a response.
That's a good line.
Oh, God. You're gonna regret this in more ways than one, pal. This is beginning to feel like a different kind of assault.
Hashimoto reform. Got them manners, huh, boy? Still teaching me about them?
Collarbone. Stop cheating people out of their money. Okay, time to find my next customer. Oh, she's here already.
I'm back. Did you get any customers?
No.
You know, I was just talking to a restaurant owner nearby. He was telling me that there are a lot of renovation scams going on around lately. People asking about termites, smoke alarms, and such. Those men on their way out had coveralls on, so I thought they might be a couple of phony renovators. Did something happen while I was gone?
No. Nothing important.
Really? Well, here's something for your trouble. You did me a big favor after all. I couldn't make you watch the place for free.
But I pretty much just stood around the whole time. And I can't take money from you after all you've done for me.
Beat up a bunch of boys, too. I'm a proud Camarocho woman. I refuse to make you work without paying. Just take it and make me happy.
All right, if you insist. 50,000 yen.
I might ask for your help again sometime, now that I know I can count on you
Oh, you just bought a contract.
to beat up the bad guys.
Yeah. So those renovators were a couple of scam artists after all. Oh, hey there. Did you ever find that construction company you were looking for? Sure did. In fact, they swindled me out of my money with some phony renovations. I heard the president was just arrested by the police. Arrested? Apparently some of their workers were in the hospital with some injuries, and they were identified by law enforcement there. I see. Will you be getting your money back then? Well, the police said they'll get my money back for me so I can rest well in my old age. But I'd sure like to shake the person's hand who smashed up those blasted renovation workers and sent them to the hospital.
Well,
Okay.
sir, how you doing?
Story ended.
That'd be me. Ooh,
Yet another question mark.
yeah. Told you there were a ton stuck behind that one fucking one we couldn't get to trigger.
What am I looking for here? You? I'm talking to you? What's the problem here?
Is there somewhere you can go in? Oh, is there a restaurant? A little further down?
But I'm right on top of the question. The marker. Sushi Gene.
いらっしゃいませ。
Okay.
Welcome. Let me show you your seats.
Come on in. What can I make for you today? We have some beautiful tuna, red meat, fatty belly, seared cheek, you name on it. You name it. How about it? Here to try our tuna today?
Yeah.
I will order tuna. That does sound delicious. Sure, tuna. One tuna medley coming right up. Hey, what's your deal?
Oh,
Tuna they got here today is so good. Of course, they got their stock from me, but even so. Oh, sorry to butt in like that. Name's Sawada. I guess you call me a tuna professional. I run a fishery. I like your black and red hat. When I see someone who loves good tuna, well, I just have to speak up. Hope I'm not bothering you. No, not at all. But you're a big tuna fan, huh? I can just tell by looking at you. The real tuna connoisseurs are the ones who always go after the nicely marbled meat. They always look tough. But you know, better get your tuna eaten in now before it's too late. What do you mean? They're disappearing from our oceans. I heard this big shot scholar guy said if we keep fishing tuna like we have been, they'll be extinct in the near future. Now that you mention it, I think I remember hearing something like that on the news. So now we've got a problem where you want to enjoy your tuna, but you can't, in good conscience, fish for them. Real killer dilemma, right? Tough situation. But all hope is not lost. That's where tuna farming comes in. Ever heard of that? Maybe on the news or something? No, that's a new one. Come on, you got to pay attention to the news. Why, tuna is a jewel of the sea. It's a chicken of the sea. Isn't that right, chef? If a sushi chef runs out of tuna, he may as well close up shop for the day. Tuna's a jewel, all right. Backbone of our sushi economy. Drinking game every time I say tuna. See, that's exactly what I mean. Tuna farming is the way of the future. Farm tuna will save Japan. I'm thinking of using a fishery to face the challenge of tuna farming head on. We have this special food for tuna, too. Guaranteed to fatten them up bigger than you've ever seen in only half a year. I'm looking for investors at 10,000 yen a pop for what I call the Tuna Fund. Catchy name, huh? With enough investors, I can expand the tuna farm. Once we start bringing in the money, we'll all take a share. So, want to invest in the tuna fund? Get you all are fatter than one of my fish? You'll never find a juicier opportunity. I can tell you that much.
So here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
It says, don't do anything. Just listen to what I have to say. It says, the more shares you buy, the greater your reward. Buying 100 shares requires 1,000,000 yen, but if you have the money, do it.
I don't have the money.
However, the problem is this. We have to go back to Okinawa, and then you're going to have to come back to Kamurocho, and I don't know if we can go back to Okinawa anymore. Because this was something we were supposed to have gotten triggered earlier, but we got stuck in a position where we could never get that one to trigger. So
I don't particularly care.
I think we're screwed on not being able to do it. Sorry, coin toss. We're too far in now.
Knock it off. You want to talk somebody's ear off, try doing it out by the theater. But it's tuna we're talking about here. We'll be drowning in cash in no time. Check, please. I can't enjoy my sushi with all this noise.
Wow. Kiryu rude.
I'm sorry, sir. It's on me today. Thanks.
That's sad. I hate him to be rude like that.
I'll be waiting here. Come back when you want to reap the bounty of the sea.
ありがとうございました。
So right now I have, about 500,000.
I mean, you probably didn't have to pay a full 1,000,000. That wasn't
It's-
even the thing. It's just that
it's
we
also
wouldn't be able to
just-
finish it out.
Right.
'Cause it'd be... All right, let's go to Bantam real quick. Good old bar time.
Item is over here.
Bathtub is next to Elysium Tower.
Oh, you're right. Let's get that next time. Now,
Point toss is that before the last boss, you can fly back and forth between Okinawa and Tokyo as many times as you'd like. See, that's what my guide told me, but then we couldn't come back at one point, and I was like, all right, well, I don't know how reliable it is, so I'm not particularly worried about it if that's just the last one. But that man was coming at you.
yeah. Oh, crap.
That man's coming at you.
Yeah. There we go. I swear to God.
Ah! That taser will fucking get you up.
It's just such a waste of time. Now, which way am I facing? There we go. Wait, which way am I facing? Yeah. I believe we are near the end.
Yeah, we're at the beginning of chapter 12. We've got a couple more sub stories I'm wanting to kind of try to do, and then next week we will just do the entirety of the chapter 12, and that'll finish it out.
Email time.
Email time.
Yakatsubaki. So that's you.
Thanks for giving me advice. Afterwards, I told Kentaro-san how I felt. His response, well, we're dating now. He knew about my past already. Sounds like he overheard when I was talking about it to my manager at the shop. He told me he didn't know how to tell me about how serious he was about me. I'm so glad I got your advice, Kiryu-san. I'll treat you next time you stop by the shop.
Talking to this man?
Yeah.
Detective Maeda of the Kamurocho Police. What a surprise if it isn't the fourth chairman of the Tojo clan. You know who I am?
そうだな
Hey, you're famous in this town. So what does the fourth chairman want with me anyway? I want to ask you about the Cafe Alps murder from 6 years ago. Crap storm. Yeah, that was my case. Why'd you want to reopen that can of worms now? Trying to find out whether Yuichi Akechi really committed that murder or not. What, are you saying you think he was falsely charged? Not a chance. Why not? You aren't stupid, you know. Police don't arrest people without proof. We had plenty of evidence saying Akechi was the murderer. What kind of evidence? We had alibis, witness statements, fingerprints, and a motive. That did it. You got all that evidence? Could you tell me a little bit more about it? Sure, I guess. Why don't you stand there, have a seat?
All right, we're going to do the sub-story and then call it a night. So just bear with me. We're going to be running around a lot of places because we're going to be Detective Kiryu.
Oh, okay. Kiryu on the case. So I just go through these?
I would just go through them.
Tell me about the alibis. As part of our initial investigation, we interviewed everyone who may have been involved in the crime. In the end, the only person without one was Akechi. Nobody else could have murdered Oda. So we've got two choices. Either we find Yuichi an alibi, or find a flaw in one of the others. Tell me about witness statements. Somebody witnessed Yuichi Akechi fleeing the scene just after the crime. I heard about that. The waiter, Masaru Kinoshita. Yes, he gave a statement saying he saw Akechi.
Yes, exactly, Sergio.
If it was me, I'd probably think Yuichi did too. I wonder how I can refute Kinoshita's statement. Tell me about the motive. Yuichi Akechi had plenty of motive to kill the victim Oda. Maybe because Oda was sleeping with Yuichi's girlfriend, Sawako Usami. Bingo. And we didn't find anybody else who might have had a reason to kill Oda. So they didn't find anybody else, huh? But what if someone else did have a reason to kill Oda? Tell me about the fingerprints. The deciding factor in Akechi's arrest was his fingerprints. We took and compared fingerprints from each employee with those found on the murder weapon, but the only ones that matched were Akechi's. We concluded that the other prints came from cafe customers and so were unrelated. That sounds like pretty conclusive evidence. Was Akechi really the only person involved who had fingerprints on that murder weapon? So there you go. Solid evidence. But if you think we made a mistake, I'd sure like to hear it. I don't have to go on right now. Guess I'd better take a closer look into everything that was going on at the time. Do you know what the Cafe Alps staff from back then are doing nowadays? Sure, I can tell you that much, but I doubt you'll get anything new from them. Guess my next step is to go visit the people involved. The florist might know something too. I should go talk to him. All right.
Go visit the florist.
Going.
He's the florist is in purgatory now.
Right.
In the office there. Since the Millennium Tower got shot up, he left the office there. And the Millennium Tower is now back in purgatory.
Which is what, in West Park?
Purgatory is the homeless park.
Yeah.
Underneath it.
Oh.
Oop.
Oh, that's a fight. I can tell. Okay, yeah. A riveting detective murder mystery so far.
I mean, you're a detective. You gotta run around and talk to people. That's very correct. Hello, sir. You must be security.
God, your ankles and knees have got to be so swollen. Sitting there like that. Hours on end. It's not there. That's the Coliseum. What is up with that camera shot? You should ask the florist about the Alps murder.
That's why we're here.
You.
Yo. Hey, Kiryu. Are you looking for that and looking into that Cafe Alps murder? How'd you hear about that? Don't understand.
He's
Don't underestimate my
you.
information network. I know everything that goes on in this town. I guess you do. So you know anything about the murder? I had the police reports in my database. What do you want to know? Well, ultimately, I want to know who killed her. Oda.
Yeah.
Did you just shortcut to that?
No, unfortunately not.
Same type of ashtray was found all over the cafe, but there was one significant difference between those and the murder weapon. The weaponized ashtray had a chipped edge. Do you know how that happened? The day of the murder, a customer knocked the ashtray off the table onto the floor, chipping it. I guess he noticed it while he was cleaning up at closing time and decided to bring it out to the dumpster to throw it away. That's when he passed by the locker room and saw his girlfriend cheating. There's no doubt I guess she touched the murder weapon that day. Nope. Normally the ashtray would have been washed and all the fingerprints would have disappeared. But I guess she noticed that particular ashtray had been chipped, so instead of washing it, he decided to throw it out. By that twist of fate, everyone who touched it that day still had their prints all over it. All the fingerprints on the murder weapon were made the day of the murder, huh? Look at the fingerprints. Oh, look at that.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. These are all prints taken from the ashtray. Prints outlined in red match Akechi's. This is apparently the evidence that led directly to his arrest. What about the other ones? One thing's for sure, none of them match the prints on any of the other employees at Cafe Alps at the time. They're thought to be from customers who visited the cafe that day, probably 2 or 3 people. And one of these sets might be from the real murderer. Certainly possible. The real murderer's prints could be on the ashtray, huh? You should be able to get more information from the people related to the case. If you haven't talked to all of them yet, you better do that. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do exactly that. But first, I'd like to leave.
So now you're going to go to Mock Bowl.
Okay.
I don't remember where that is, though.
Bowling alley.
I
So,
know, but I don't
just-
remember where.
South of the theater district.
Gotcha. Okay. Hello, sirs.
God, if this franchise had a fast travel, you'd cut down a third of the playtime.
I mean, you could taxi at least sometimes to help with that, but that doesn't
Yeah,
always do
there
it.
is a taxi near the mock bowl. I'm gonna do that. Oh no, this is how I leave town. It's me, Joji. What's up, Joji? I'm just about back in Tokyo. Where are you now? Getting in a cab. Going to the hospital finally put an end to this madness. Good. But listen, Kazuma. There's something I need to tell you before you go. I just had headquarters issue an order to all active agents in the Tokyo metropolitan area. The CIA will have your back every step of the way. Guess that explains why an agent walked up to me not too long ago. There's one team we haven't been able to get in touch with, though. Remember, the CIA's goal here is apprehending Richardson. I'm not sure why we can't reach that team. But if you run into them, it's likely they'll see you as a mere obstacle in their path. Worst comes to worst, you may even have to fight them. Just watch your back, Kazuma.
Don't get in. Okay, good. You have the option to go other places. So, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
I was real worried. I was like, oh, we're going to get stuck.
Did we just punt into the end of this game?
Fuckle.
Oh, I'm not fighting you. Out of the way. Oh. For this lady?
Green arrow.
Are you Sawako Osami?
ええ
Yes. What do you want?
I'm looking into the murder that happened at Cafe Alps 6 years ago.
やめて
There's nothing left to say.
Yuichi Akechi might not have killed Oda. If we're going to find out the truth, I need to hear your account of what happened that day. We'll just go through these. You were there when Akechi confronted Oda, weren't
そ
you?
うね
Yeah. I mean, I was the reason they fought, so of course I was there.
What happened after that? Did you see Akechi kill Oda?
いえ
I took off, so don't ask me.
Took off? What do you mean?
もう
Do you have any idea what it feels like to have your significant other walk in on you when you're with someone else? Talk about awkward.
Maybe don't do it?
And it would have been even more awkward if other people started coming in to see what the fuss was all about, so I ran out the back door.
What did you do after you left the cafe?
うーん
I went home, but Yuichi followed me. We spent the night arguing about breaking up. Of course, I never imagined he'd already killed Oda-san.
So you're saying you didn't see Akechi kill Oda?
そうね
That's right. And I told the police that too.
So nobody actually saw Akechi kill Oda. Tell me about the person seen fleeing the scene.
I don't know anything about that. I left the cafe before Yuichi did, so I don't know how he left.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I wonder if now that I've
I don't think you need to ask the rest because you got the bling.
the little like the confirmation.
I'll be through here.
I'm supposed to be palming all over this shoe dispenser for no reason.
So now you're going to go to the Popo on Nakamichi.
Yeah. Where's Nakamichi? What street am I on now? Doesn't tell me. Hey. Ichi. Can't remember what street this is. Ah, it's gonna be a fight. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, he got caught up on somebody. Yes. Shoot him at Nakamichi. There we go. Ah, crap.
Ah. Got cocky there, boy.
All right. Got a row of bikes with your name on it. Look at that. I swear to God. Breaking bike after bike.
I can fix him. Sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna meet you now. Oh, where's the oh. God, dang it.
You know,
What?
there are 8 other places you have to stop at, including this. I don't think they're gonna go through this whole sub story. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna take a long time. I'll say that much.
Clayton's not gonna do it, and he's gonna get tired of it. So
I mean, I want to do it. Just can't do it tonight. We'll be here forever.
yeah, we'll get maybe a couple more stops in before.
Where's the other one? Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
It's just these fights, they take so long. And I know I'm gonna win. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's nothing more than a time sink.
But you got an elegant umbrella.
I did, yeah. Umbrella gun. That's not. I freaking passed it. Popo Tenkaichi, Popo Nakamichi. Oh, it's in the alley. Okay. It's gonna be a fight, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Dang.
Didn't get around it quick enough.
God. Oh, look at you. Multiple health bars.
Ooh. Really ramping it up here.
Alright, that guy's done. Hey, nice. Oh. Can I please go to the Popo now?
Maybe.
USI? A former employee of Cafe Elks? Yeah, who are you? Kazuma Kiryu. I want to ask you about the murder that happened at Cafe Alps 6 years ago. Oh, that. So what do you want to know? Let's see. Try witness statement. Do you know anything about the person seen running from the scene of the crime? No, I don't know anything. I only found out a murder had taken place when Kinoshita-san showed up looking as white as a sheet. I didn't see the murderer at all. Oh, but I did see Oda-san's body. Oh, you could still see it. So I went into the locker room after the murders had happened.
I don't know what to tell you to ask. I just know what you're supposed to get.
Yeah. Your fingerprints weren't found on the murder weapon. Isn't that strange, seeing as you were one of the waiters?
Oh.
I just didn't like doing the ashtrays. I always left after the other people. It was pretty natural my fingerprints would be on it, I guess. Let's go for alibi. Were you at the cafe at the time of the murder? Or you were at the cafe at the time of the murder, weren't you?
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was closing the register. It was after we'd closed for the night. So you didn't go anywhere near the murder scene, the locker room?
Huh?
Of course not. I mean, why would I? I was still working, wasn't I? You know anybody with a motive to kill Oda? Well, you reap what you sow. I mean, bad enough that he was always messing around at the workplace, but going after another employee's woman? Get a grip. You make it sound like he'd slept with other women at the cafe before. Yeah, I saw him hook up with another woman once before. Another woman. Got a name for her? Yeah, I think her last name was Saito. I guess she was dating Ora-san at the time of the murder. I don't see anybody named Saito listed among the people related to the case. She'd already quit the cafe at the time. I heard she still hung around Ora-san, though. Oda was dating somebody at the time. I got Asai's testimony. Okay, so he's done, right?
Yeah.
Job's pretty boring, so thanks for helping me kill some time. You can ask me more whenever you want. Are you sure there isn't anything else you want to tell me? What do you mean? It's not like I have anything to hide. I just don't have enough information right now to get out of him. I should talk to him again when I know more. He's the killer.
Huh.
If you rearrange the letters in Asai, it spells assassin.
You're going to Cafe Alps now.
I think that's on. Yeah. God, I don't want to fight anybody. I just want to go to the cafe. Who all to talk to? Oh, hi. Wakazo? What is your name?
Domo.
Wakazo. Have you been sitting here for months while I've been doing everything else around this town? You're Kinoshita-san, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Who are you? Kazuma Kiryu. I want to ask you about the murder that happened at this cafe 6 years ago. Oh, that. Well, I don't know if I can tell you anything but go ahead. Let's see. Fingerprints. Were your prints on the murder weapon? No, they weren't. I keep thinking that if I had touched that ashtray that day, I would have been blamed for the murder.
That's what I would ask.
I guess I'll just always start with the alibi, and that'll let me know what to ask. Were you there? Where were you, and what were you doing when Oda was killed? I was here in the customer area, cleaning up. I believe you can see me on the security camera tapes. I wasn't in the locker room where the murder took place. Go down the list, I guess. They say you saw Yuichi Akechi fleeing the scene on the night of the crime. Tell me more about that. Yes, I saw him. That night, Akechi-kun disappeared right in the middle of the cleanup. I waited a while, and when he still didn't come back, I went to check on him. That's when I saw him leaving through the back door of the cafe. Are you sure it was Akechi? Well, I only saw his back, but I'm sure it was him. If you didn't see his face, how can you be so sure it was Akechi? The man I saw leave through the back door was wearing a cafe waiter's uniform. Aside from Oda-san, there were only 3 other male employees working that night. Akechi-kun, a guy called Asai-kun, and me. You can see Asai-kun spending the night closing the register on the security tapes. The only person I could have seen would have been Akechi-kun. After that, I called the police and waited at the back door until they showed up. No one tried to enter or leave during that time. So Kinoshita didn't see the criminal's face.
You're done.
申し訳ありません。
Now you're going to Club Sega.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
I was just wondering why anyone would be looking into that case now. I'm trying to help a friend find out if Yuichi Akechi is innocent. Innocent? You think someone else could have been the murderer? It's possible. I see. It would feel terrible for Akechi-kun if he really wasn't innocent all this time. I can't imagine what it's like to be in prison for a crime I didn't commit. Especially for 6 years. That'd be horrible. That's why we're trying to figure out the truth. If you think of anything else, let me know. You, what's your deal?
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございまし
I
た。
mean, you are very low on health, but you have some.
Cigar. This one?
Theater Square one?
Not this one.
Yeah.
Which way am I facing? I need to go left.
Big clubs.
Flagship location. Where is the door?
Just can't figure out how to get in.
You're Imagawa, right? That's right. Who are you? I'm looking into the Cafe Alps murders from 6 years ago. They say you weren't at the cafe at the day of the murder. Is that true? Yes. I spent the whole day at home. Alone? No. Some friends came over and we played video games. That's why I work here. And these
Right.
friends corroborated your alibi? That's right. So it wasn't me. Do you know anything about the man seen fleeing the scene? No, I didn't see anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't hear anything. You think of anybody who'd want to kill Oda? I don't know anything. Don't ask me. That's a steel trap.
For real. I never would have thought the fingerprints would be the question to get to what we need to know.
Your prints weren't found on the murder weapon, were they? Next, you're going to start saying I wore gloves. Well, you're wrong. I wasn't anywhere near the cafe that day. Guess it stands to reason your prints wouldn't be on it.
Haven't
Is
you asked
that-
all the questions?
I believe so. I need to go back through them. Or do I just need more information? Witness statements. Do I need to show him something?
It just says, speak to him. In addition to his info, you'll also learn someone stole his effects on the day of the murder. Stop asking questions and see if you go back in.
Oh, that's right. There is a little thing afterwards. I don't know anything about the murder. Just leave me alone. You guys got a persecution complex. Let me know if you remember anything from around the time of the murder. Doesn't matter how small. I didn't do anything, honest. You have to believe me. Everyone's saying I'm the murderer, aren't they? Oh, nobody's saying anything about you. I don't believe you. Everyone hated me at that cafe. They used to harass me. Harassed you how? Somebody would stole my wallet, CDs, and uniform out of my locker the day of the murder. Are you sure the police didn't pick them up as evidence? Absolutely sure. Someone was harassing me, I tell you.
There you go. So now go back to your boy at Popo that you were like, oh, this man's the fucking
Asai?
murderer. Yeah, Asai. Go see Asai.
When I'm done with him, he's going to be saying, "Gomen nasai."
What does that mean?
Very sorry.
Oh.
Which way am I facing? Okay, that's Sega. That's theater, so I need to go this way. Where am I going?
You're going to Popo Nakamichi.
Right, in Nakamichi Alley.
Alright, you sus motherfucker.
I want to ask you about the murder at Cafe Al 6 years ago.
Stop asking questions.
Okay. By the way, do you remember Ibakawa? Ibakawa, sounds familiar. Your coworker from Cafe Alps. Oh, Mr. Gloomy? Yeah, I remember him now. Imagawa says he had things stolen from his locker. You know anything about that, Asai?
Nani?
You think I had something to do with it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I did. Look, I'm not judging
matter
you.
of
Just
fact.
trying to find out what you know. Well, I might have tried to make a quick buck or two off of him. All I took was his wallet and some CDs I sold off later. Anything else? What? You didn't steal Imagawa's uniform? Uniform? Wow. How would I make any money off of that? All I stole was his wallet and CDs. Maybe the police really did take the uniform.
Now go back to Cafe Alps, which is just around the corner here, right?
Yeah. I swear that poster had Tom Bergeron on it. I need to look at that again. Oh, I can't move the camera. I thought that was Tom Bergeron there where it says the Step Up Girls.
Oh, I was like, which poster are you talking about? Okay, I saw it.
Out of the way. I've got to solve a 6-year-old murder.
I've got to get a man out of prison.
Funny seeing you here. What's up?
I'm taking one of my clients out on the town. We were in the area, so I thought I'd drop in and see you.
Taking your client out on the town. Don't you mean you're going to one of those host clubs?
My client just happens to like host clubs. Really. It's just a coincidence.
Speaking of which, isn't your perfume a bit strong tonight?
Oh, really? I didn't think so, but...
I don't remember asking you, douchebag, but okay.
Oh, look at the time. Okay, I've got to go.
There you go. Who was that woman talking to Kinoshita? That's Kinoshita-san's wife, Yuko-san. She's a wife? How do you know that? She actually used to work here. That's how I know her. She worked here? Is that so? That's right. She'd already quit by the time the murder happened, though. And she wasn't on the security tapes in the dining area, so she definitely wasn't in at the cafe that day. Doesn't sound like Kinoshita's wife Yuko is involved in the case, but maybe I should look into her anyway. She may still have an outfit.
Going to Stardust, baby.
Let me talk to you real quick. And then I'm going to stop asking questions.
申し訳ありません。
Alright, nothing more. Gonna start us.
Yeah.
Stardust. I think is over here. Or is that on Nakamichi too?
I thought that was near Pink. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's friggin' city. Here? Nope, I'm lost. Let's shine. Can't pause the game. There we go. Stardust. Oh, it's on the other one. It's on Tenkaichi Street.
It's just coughing as you walk by. It's rude.
Ah, crap.
They didn't see him between all the people.
No.
Beating in the back of his head. Good God.
Okay. Stardust. I'm really enjoying this concert.
They're
So
just
is everyone
dancing up
else.
there. That's
Yeah.
all they're doing.
That looks like Kinoshita's wife, Yuko.
Kiryu-san.
Yuya!
What brings you here? Yuya, what can you tell me about that woman over there? You mean Yuka-san? She's been a regular customer of ours for years. What do you want with her? She looks awfully rich for somebody so young.
Oh,
She manages a venture-funded startup. Her company got popular making products targeted at young women and has been growing pretty fast over the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, Yuya, who is that? I haven't seen him here before. Is he a new host?
oh.
Yuka-san, this is Kiryu-san. We owe a lot to this man here, and no, he's not a host.
Oh, I see. Well, that's unfortunate. This is my company, by the way. If you ever need anything, just give me a call.
Sure.
Bye now.
ありがとうございました。
We'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
Don't be too excited, Yuya. Something sus on this going on with this bitch.
Yeah.
So,
I should go
Bantam
back
to talk to detective.
Maeda. Okay, yeah.
Bantam is by the Millennium Tower.
Right.
She's sus. Oh, she's definitely sus. Real sus. Yeah, I agree. Her and her husband, they sus together. They doing this together.
Collectively sus. Nope, I'm not fighting you.
He's just standing here smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Not a cigarette, a cigar. That guy in red pants is a fighter.
Absolutely is.
Don't be a fighter, be a lover.
Nope. So I don't see anything off about any of this. You have a
There's
minute?
reason.
Oh, it's you. So, did you find any proof of Akechi's innocence yet? What was that you were looking at? Oh, this is a list of evidence we made during the investigation 6 years ago. Taking such a hard look at the case, I thought I'd better take another glance myself. Can I see that? I guess, but you won't find anything wrong with any of it. I honestly can't figure out why you think Akechi is innocent. Wait a minute. What's this? Objection! I finally got it. Was it really this simple all along? No mistake about it. Somebody framed Akechi.
何
Serious? Yeah, I'll explain everything, but first, I need you to round up everybody related to the case. It'll turn out fine, you'll see. Just don't blame me if it doesn't.
そうだな。
I get everybody together at Cafe Alps. That'll work, right? Yeah, that's fine. That'll be just fine. What is this shot?
Yeah, against the yellow background. Ugh.
Yeah, where are we?
I think we're still at the bar.
I know. We're like standing in an alleyway of somebody's beachfront property. I've got all the evidence I need. It's time to reveal what really happened 6 years ago.
Oh. go to the Alps, Cafe Alps, and reveal the murderer.
Red pants fighter still standing there.
Avoid, avoid, avoid,
No.
avoid! Bikini right now. Yeah. Told you he is Detective Kiryu tonight.
Azuma
He's not a
Colombo.
fighter. He's a detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, we're gonna play Clue.
Ooh, buddy. Got the music going
Well.
and everything.
Did as you asked, Detective. I closed the cafe and kicked everyone out. Now, what's all this about? Kiryu-san and his friend here would like to talk to all of you.
Hi.
I have you here for one reason, and one reason alone.
Here for the
sure all of-
exclusive.
I'm sure you all remember the murder that took place here 6 years ago. I'm just here to pick up a coffee. Can I go? The victim was Kazuo Oda-san, the manager of this cafe at the time. One of the employees, Yuichi Akechi-san, was arrested for his murder. But did Akechi-san really kill Oda-san? I'd like to ask each of you to think back on that day. Do any of you have any evidence, any truly conclusive evidence, that Akechi-san was really the one who killed Oda-san? Been struggling with one question since the day of that murder. Where did I leave the remote? I cannot find the remote. Could Akechi-san actually be innocent? But before I could find out for sure, an article I wrote implicating Akechi-san as the murderer got published. But thanks to Kiryu-san here, we finally arrived at the truth of what happened 6 years ago. But if Akechi-kun is innocent, that means someone else is guilty. Yes,
No shit,
idiot.
dumbass.
But what do you base all of this on, Kiryu-san? What should I give?
Present Usami's testimony. I didn't think this was actually gonna make us do it.
Usami was the one who saw Akechi and Oda fight the day of the murder. Isn't that right?
Yes, but I left in the middle of it.
なるほど。
In other words, she didn't actually see Akechi-san kill Oda-san. Exactly. And only Usami saw Oda and Akechi fighting. So we can't conclude Yuichi Akechi killed Oda, which means the charges against him could be false. Sorry, but that doesn't hold water. What do you mean? Akechi's prints were on the weapon used to kill Oda. That's solid evidence to prove Akechi did it. Is that all you have to say?
なんだと
What do you mean? This was your case. You ought to know Akechi's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone weren't enough to convict the victim. Or to convict him. I don't follow. Spell it out for us, will you? I'm pretty drunk.
Nah.
There's evidence I should show them now.
Present the ashtray fingerprints.
The ashtray used in the murder as the murder weapon hadn't been washed because it was supposed to be thrown out. Akechi's prints weren't the only ones on it. That means you can't prove his guilt from fingerprints alone.
Detective, is that true?
あ
It's true. Person I've never seen before.
It's the sister. The one we're doing. Oh. So you admit it might not have been my brother?
いや
But that's still not enough to prove that somebody else did it. Somebody witnessed Akechi fleeing the scene. That's another piece of solid evidence. You'd think the person actively fleeing a scene of a crime is the culprit, wouldn't you? Why'd they run away if they didn't do anything?
あの、
Kiryu-san, do you have any information to refute the witness statements about Akechi-san?
Present Kinoshita's testimony.
Kinoshita, you saw Akechi fleeing the scene, right?
あ、
Yes, I did.
そうだ。
Sure? I'm not lying. I'm sure I saw him. But you didn't see the face of the person fleeing the scene. You said that, right? Yeah, I only saw his back. So then, it's possible you saw somebody else. Is that all you got? The police wouldn't have arrested Akechi just only vague evidence, you know. There was also something that proved the person Kinoshita saw was, in fact, Akechi. And what was that? The man Kinoshita saw leaving the scene of the crime was wearing a Cafe Alps waiter's uniform. The only waiters employed by Cafe Alps at the time were Kinoshita-san, Asai-san, and Imagawa-san, and Akechi-san. Security tapes show Kinoshita-san and Asai-san out front at the time of the murder. We've also confirmed that Imagawa-san was at home. Therefore, by process of elimination, the only waiter Kinoshita-san could have seen was Akechi. Is that true? No. It's absolutely possible that the person Kinoshita saw was not Akechi. I have a statement to prove it. Well then, why don't you share this statement with us?
Present Imagawa's testimony.
Imagawa. There was actually another crime committed at this cafe the day of the murder 6 years ago.
Another crime? That's the first I've heard of it.
That's right. Imagawa's uniform disappeared from his locker in the Cafe Alps locker room on that day. Imagawa-kun's uniform? Yes, my uniform disappeared from my locker. Since you weren't present the day of the murder, when did you notice it was missing? The day after Oda-san was murdered. I came to work, the police were investigating, so I couldn't go in. And once the police left, I looked in my locker and saw that my uniform was gone. Come on. The police probably took it as evidence. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff missing from the crime scene. You're wrong. Someone was definitely harassing me. Everyone teased me. Sai-kun, why don't you tell him? Why don't you tell him you took my uniform? You took everything else. That uniform must have been you too. So whiny. Bully, police, whoever took it, it has nothing to do with Akechi or this case. No, Imagawa's uniform is key to this case. What do you mean? I'll show you right now. What shall I give?
List of evidence?
Oh, list of evidence.
And then Asai's testimony number 2.
Look at the list of evidence I borrowed from you. There's no waiter's uniform on it. You're right. I don't see any waiter's uniform listed. In other words, the uniform disappeared before the police showed up. If the police didn't confiscate it, who could have taken it? It was Asai-kun, right? No, not Asai. He did steal things from you, true, but he wasn't doing it to harass you. He was just after some cash. But by the way, he needs to be arrested for that.
Right.
Wallet and CDs make sense.
What's the statute of limitations on that?
Wouldn't have been worth anything. Then who did it?
Oh, you mean the murderer took it?
Exactly. The criminal wanted to make it look like somebody else committed the crime, so they stole the waiter's uniform and changed into it. Then, as soon as somebody came by, they hid their face and ran out the back exit.
Kiryu-san.
So you're saying the person who stole Imagawa's uniform fled the scene and is the real criminal? Yeah. And who might that be? I want them to show Kiryu as a possible suspect. The real criminal is...
Yuko...
Detective Maeda.
Yeah. Yuko Kinoshita.
That's what I figured. Rendered cutscene. Somebody's getting shot.
それではその人物
Shit's
の
going
名前を教え
down.
てください。6年前、小田さんを殺し、明智さんに罪をかぶせた事件の真犯人とは一体？犯人は
What's this? Snapping
お
at
前
the
だ。
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
お前が小田を殺した真犯人だ。
Awkward. Yuko killed Oda-san?
An interesting theory, but why would I kill Oda-san? didn't have any reason to do anything like that.
Yeah, Yuichi Akechi's motive was Usami-san's relationship with Oda-san. Exactly how are Yuka-san and Oda-san connected?
Present Asai's testimony.
Oda was dating somebody at the time of the murder, someone who used to work as a waitress at Cafe Alps.
What? Is that true?
Yeah, and her last name was Saito. That's Yuko's maiden name. I hear you worked at this cafe until just before the time of the murder. Yuko-san and Oda-san. Oh, that's you.
Yuko-san and Oda-san were dating?
I didn't know that.
I don't have to answer that.
If Oda-san was dating Yuko-san, then Osami-san wasn't the only one cheating.
Ooh,
Oda was cheating too. And that means Yuko-san had the motive to kill Oda-san.
So, anyone with a motive is a killer? You haven't done anything but I can't say that word tonight.
Hypothesize.
Hypothesis.
Exactly. You've only talked about possibilities. Do you have any conclusive evidence that she murdered him? Fingerprints. If only had something with Yuko's fingerprints on it.
Like
A
a
business
business card.
A glossy, heavyweight business card.
どういうこと？
Is that my business card? You gave it to me.
This business card has your fingerprints on it. We should be able to compare the prints on this card to the ones on the murder weapon.
そうだな。
Give me that business card. Let's check it out right now. I'll go get my dusting kit.
Yeah.
Use the ashes from my cigarette. We finished analyzing the prints on the card. These are Yuko Kinishida's prints. And these are the prints on the ashtray. B2 is a direct match.
The prints on Yuko-san's business card are the same as the ones on the murder weapon.
I don't believe it. How do you explain that?
Even if my prints are on that ashtray, so what? How does that change anything?
What do you mean?
I ate at Alps that day of the murder. I must have just touched the ashtray while I was there.
She's right. There's no crime in touching an ashtray. She was just a customer. No, Yuko's lying. I should call her out on it.
Present Wazuko's testimony. Testimony.
Kazuo's testimony. No, you're lying.
Just lying. You're a liar.
There's no record of you coming to the cafe the day of the murder. Right, Detective Maeda? We had Cafe Alps employees watch all the security tapes, and they gave statements that no other cafe employees, former or otherwise, visited the cafe that day. Right, Kinoshita-san? That's right. I'd seen Yuko-san's face before, so I would have noticed if she was on those tapes. She definitely wasn't.
なるほど。
Which means you didn't come into Cafe Alps on the day of the murder as a customer. So why were your fingerprints on the ashtray then?
Fine. Maybe it wasn't on the day of the murder. It must have been the day before. It's not that big of an issue.
They get washed every night, lady. You weren't a customer. You were the real murderer. The only people who could have had prints on the murder weapon were those who visited the day of the murder.
How did you come to that conclusion?
Just need something to prove the prints are on the murder were made.
Present the florist's testimony.
The ashtrays here are cleaned every day. But your prints were still on the murder weapon. That means you had to have been here the day of the murder.
そんな。
But
The day of the murder, a customer dropped the ashtray, chipping it. Yuichi Akechi saw the chipped ashtray and instead of washing it, decided to throw it out. Since you couldn't have come to the cafe as a customer that day, there's only one time you could have left your print on the ashtray. You did it after Akechi dropped the ashtray in the locker room when he witnessed Usami cheating on him with Oda. Sometime after Akechi left and before Kinoshita came to check up on him, you entered the locker room and murdered Oda. Then you put on Imagawa's uniform and went out the back. Is that right. Yuko-san, is what Kiryu-san says true? It
Just
will only get
admit.
worse if you stay quiet.
Shut up. I told you. I didn't do it.
やめろ
I give up. Yuko, I'm putting an end to this.
What?
Do you know something, Kinoshita-san? I knew you came to the cafe that day,
どう
Yuko.
いうこと？
What? How?
I could smell you. It was very faint, but I could smell your perfume all around the crime
そ
scene.
んな。
No way.
Why didn't you say this earlier? I'd been in love with Yuko ever since we worked together. That's why I knew the scent of her perfume the minute I smelled it. Sometime after the murder, I happened to run into her again. Eventually, we started dating. One day, I brought up the murder, and her face went white. She felt quiet and avoided commenting on anything. That's when I was sure Yuko had been there on the day of the crime. Well, I'll be. But I still didn't know exactly what that meant. Or should I say, I didn't want to know what that meant. When I found out Kiryu-san was looking into that old crime, I decided to keep it all a secret. But now Yuichi Akechi has suffered 6 years for a crime he didn't commit, all because I didn't say anything. It's all my fault. If I had just spoken up, none of this would have happened. Gee,
That's weird. Gee, Kinoshita-san.
God, gee Willikers.
Oh, jeez.
さあ、もう言い逃れはできないぜ。
優子さん、今一度尋ねます。
Some weird music going on here.
あなたが小田さんを
I'm waiting for a gun to get drawn.
殺したんですか？
そうよ。私がやったのよ。
Thank you for admitting it so easily. Good job, Detective Kiryu! You solved a crime the police fucked up.
Will you give a statement that Yuichi Akechi is innocent?
Yes. Akechi-san had nothing to...
Oh, sorry. Yuko, how could you have done such a thing? Was it really just because Oda-san was cheating?
Of course that's what it was about. He said he was going to marry me. Dude, you're lucky you never cheated because she'd fucking killed your ass too.
事件が起こった日、あの日は彼の小田さんの誕生日だった。だから私は彼を驚かそうと思ってプレゼントを持ってお店に向かったの。もうお店も閉まっている時刻だったから裏口から入ってロッカールームに向かったわ。でもそこで見たのは他の女と浮気してる彼の姿だった。
Really, just
私はとっ
going
さ
at
に
it.
身を引いて隠れた。落ち着いて目の前で何が起きてるのか理解しようと努めたわ。そのすぐ後に明智さんがやってきた。明智さんはロッカールームの中を覗いて小田さんと宇佐美さんの浮気現場を目撃すると手に持っていた灰皿を落とし小田さんに掴みかかっていったわ。言い争うような声が聞こえた後すぐに宇佐美さんがロッカールームから出てきて裏口から店の外へ出て行ったわ。すぐに明智さんも宇佐美さんの後を追って店の外へ出て行ってしまった。明智さんと宇佐美さんが出て行った後私はロッカールームの中へ入っていった。小田さんは私の姿を見てすごいびっくりしたみたいだったけど浮気がバレたことが分かると開き直って別れ話を切り出してきたわ。宇佐美と一緒になるつもりだから別れてくれってね。その言葉を聞いた途端完全に頭に血が上っちゃって気がついたら近くに落ちてた灰皿で小田さんを殴っていたわ。それからは桐生さんが言った通りよ。私はロッカーにあった制服に着替えてわざと裏口の前で誰かが来るのを待っていた。少しして誰かが客席の方からやってきたから顔を見られないようにして裏口から出て行った。それで部外者の自分には絶対に疑いがかからないだろうって思ったわ。
I guess it's important that she has short hair too, because if somebody with long hair was running out the back door, it would have been more of a standout.
Yep. Several years passed. I ran into Kinoshita-san, and we eventually got married. I started selling things as a hobby, and it soon turned into a business. Before I knew it, it grew into a large company. It's been 6 years since that day, and my life's been going so well. I can't believe the truth came out now, of all times.
Did you ever think what it felt like for Akechi-san to have to bear these false charges? What it felt to be knocked down to rock bottom and have his freedom stolen from him these past 6 years? And think what would have happened if we hadn't revealed the truth just now. How many more years would he have suffered? Only the person who took Akechi-san's freedom away can give it back. You need to turn yourself in. Testify in front of a court and pay for your crimes. 5,000 yen. Can I escort you to the station?
Yes.
I'll be right here waiting for you when you get back.
Masura, thank you. Knew it was you, lady. Knew it was you.
Extra, extra. Guilty criminal 6-year-old murder turns himself in. The man originally accused of the crime now stands to be acquitted at new trial.
I was wrong about the media. I thought you just went from one person to the next looking for gossip. I didn't think you'd cared about the people in your articles. I figured you just forgot about them the second they left your pages. But you've been worrying about my brother this whole time. You even proved his innocence. There are decent people in the media. Don't get too excited, lady. Thank you so much for helping him. I also have to apologize for the way I treated you. I want to give you a reward for helping me get a retrial for my brother.
Yeah.
You don't owe me anything. As much as I hate to admit it, I didn't do anything in on this one. Proving your brother's innocence was all the work of Kiryu-san here. I certainly don't deserve any reward from you. What are you talking about? You did what a real journalist is supposed to do.
Yeah?
You wrote an article saying Akechi was a murderer, but now you've written an article clearing his name. Isn't that the way a real journalist is supposed to resolve things?
なるほど。
Sure, but I won't let this be the end of it. I'll continue to follow the truth until the day I put down my pen.
Nothing but the truth.
That's my duty as a reporter.
And I'll be cheering you on.
Let's get married.
Yeah. But don't be a murderer in a couple years.
Right.
Makes things real awkward.
200,000 yen.
Yeah, I figured we could use that money, to be honest, for all the weapons that we need to, again, get.
Oh my god, you're right. Jeez.
Yeah.
Christ. Where's a save spot? Where can I save this freaking game? Rainier Cinema? Oh, no. There's one. Just go to Millennium Tower. No! I saw it just as he lurched toward me. Oh, there we go. Ah. Keep it moving. Just created another save.
Yeah, you did.
Triple redundancy here. There we go. All right. Get us out of here.
Next week, it's going to be wrapping up this game.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, we're done with sub-stories. We're doing an actual...
Okay.
We're doing the whole chapter. I mean, it's a lot, but we'll get through it. However, you should probably just have 4 downloaded just in case. Because
Yeah,
I'm not reading it. There's paragraphs, but I'm not reading it because I don't want it spoiled. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how much of that's actual like stuff, like that's going to take time to do, or just you're going to go here, and then you're going to fight. Here's all my tips for the fight. That's going to be a paragraph. So I don't know.
Kiryu crashes the helicopter.
Please no more helicopters. All right, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. So thank you very much to everyone for hanging out. If you like what you see, the follow is free, or you can go that one step further and hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter and join our Discord to get the schedule for the week streams. And go to our Instagram for some behind-the-scenes pictures. If you want links to that information, go to our website, carpetboredom.com. And while you're there, check out our 2 podcasts, the Carpet Boredom Podcast and Help Me Understand, which is Clayton and Brandon talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Tomorrow is 8 o'clock stream with me and Logan, Dragon Age Origins. We are now officially done with the main campaign, and we are onto the DLC Awakening. So make sure you come back for that tomorrow. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. But until then, have a good night.
Good night.